frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Everybody, 47 is the mic. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And incomplete to open things up. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He may try and run for... Oh, Prescott stripped. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about, getting the football and either...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Randall Cobb. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans.
Come on now, let's go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Say. No. Easy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brees now to throw. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Here we go. Slide in. Mike 54. Cut.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. There's a nice move. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He throws and he Gets the slant route to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
54 Mike. Come on, baby. Easy, opposite. 52.
On first down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go, boy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
All day, every day.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kiko Alonso in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 16-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side,
and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Prescott down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 27 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott from the gun. He'll buy some time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 29, Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Right there, 54 Mike. Stay with your man.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Breeze here finding Kamara and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're good. We're good.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second and 5 now. Breeze, it's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 36 yards on the play.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
Check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he's...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Cameron Jordan. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Breeze to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, really happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia, tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal it. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll wait. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
No chance.
Kamara trying again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Check. Hey, kill. General West. Check right. Watching your 5. Let's go, defense.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike 5-4.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready? Yellow lady. Right there, 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day. Easy. Ready, check.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.